I thank my friend and recognize the gentlelady from Minnesota for her amendment.
Thank you, Chairman Cole, and Mr. Calvert and I do appreciate that. I have an amendment at the desk. I ask the reading to be dispensed with.
Without objection, the reading of the amendment is dispensed with. The gentlelady is recognized for remarks on her amendment.
And to any suspense that people might be waiting for, I'm going to be offering and withdrawing this amendment because I want to use it as a point of discussion. I've already talked to the chair a little bit about this. The men and women who work as air traffic controllers, well, they're dedicated to protect the flying public. On a daily basis, their work requires quick and skilled reactions to complex and dangerous situations. Safety of our airspace is required all day, every day of the year, including holidays. FAA currently has over 14,000 air traffic controllers who work hard to allow the American public to travel with the assurance of safety and the speed of travel. These individuals, I want to just say, and I think you'll agree with me, we all fly, are quiet heroes deserving of our recognition, and we need more of them. I'm sure you've heard from the air traffic controllers in your district and area. There's currently a shortage of 3,000 air traffic controllers, forcing the existing workforce to work 6 days a week, and mandatory overtime. No choice, it's mandatory. In fact, last year, air traffic controller workforce logged over 2 million overtime hours. Now, I've heard from the air traffic controllers in my district and in my state who are feeling the impact of the staffing shortage. Mandatory overtime is forcing controllers to spend less time with their families and miss very important events. Controllers are not being given, in my opinion, enough time to rest and recover. I want to commend Chairman Cole, Chairman Womack, Ranking Member Clyburn, and others for their attention to air traffic controller shortage, providing funding to train and hire 2,500 new air traffic controllers, and providing support to the FAA Academy in Oklahoma City in the bill before us today. The Academy in Oklahoma City is the sole academy for training our air traffic controllers. They are training and receiving at this academy. It's exceptional. I want to be clear. This is the gold standard we need to strive for. But we must do more to solve the air traffic control shortage. The FAA and the FAA Academy should continue to build relationships with other schools, like the University of North Dakota and my adjoining state. They, working with standard bearers, can help with college preparatory air traffic controller for more classes, more class space, and more graduates. And that's why I'm offering this amendment as a discussion today. It's born out of a conversation I had with Chris and Kelly last fall, 2 air traffic controllers who keep our skies safe in Minnesota. Chris attended the University of North Dakota, where he studied to be an air traffic controller. Kelly received a liberal arts degree and later felt a call to serve her community as an air traffic controller. They both attended the Seoul FAA Academy in Oklahoma City, where they received exceptional training that has allowed them to excel as air traffic controllers and keep our skies safe. Having graduated from the Collegiate Training Initiative program, Chris was not required to attend the first 5 weeks of training in the academy that was mandatory for people like Kelly, who had no background in air traffic control. Now, I want to just state that it's a way in which I think we can work together to speed up this pipeline. Those who receive their air traffic controlling in advanced FAA Academy often have to wait 1 or 2 years to get hired as a controller. So they've graduated, and then they have to wait some more. In the spring of 2024, the FAA announced the creation of the Enhanced Collegiate Training Initiative to address air traffic control shortage and further accelerate the hiring and train new controllers. This enhanced program will allow graduates of approved colleges and universities to bypass the FAA Academy and begin on-the-job training at the facility, as the school will have provided them with the training equivalent that the academy needed. We also have to look at the training that's within our military armed services for accelerated enhancement in getting people in the pipeline to become air traffic controllers. So I just want to, I've had a conversation with the chairman to work on this. We need a high-level gold standard. There's no fooling around with the type of training, the acuity, the mental and physical well-being that these people have to have going into the jobs. But we have a shortage, and with the mandatory overtime and talking to air traffic controllers with what's happening, some of them are looking at retiring early. And so I look to working with the chairman and once again, congratulate the 14,000 air traffic controllers who ensure the safety of the 2.9 million daily passengers, 2.9 million daily passengers who travel through our airspace. We can do better, staying with a gold standard like's been developed at the University of Oklahoma, but we have to do better faster. With that, Mr. Chair, I look forward to working with you, and I yield back.
The chair recognizes himself to respond to the gentlelady's amendment. Number one, I appreciate the gentlelady. She certainly has my commitment to work with her on this. Number two, I just note for the record, we've done that before for advanced funding for Indian Health. We'll be fighting that battle together again later. So nobody in this body I enjoy working with more than my friend. I also would now recognize the chairman for any remarks he cares to make about the amendment.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I, too, want to thank the gentlelady from Minnesota for her interest in this. And everybody should have an interest in the issue of making sure that air traffic control is the safest and the gold standard, not just for this nation, but for the world. And we've put $100 million in this bill for the purposes of training and hiring air traffic controllers. And I think it would behoove everybody to understand a little bit more, and we'll be able to help you understand a little bit more about that sequence of training from the basic level of training for air traffic control and what I would commonly refer to as a residency program, where they train in order to be able certified in given airports, because not all airports are the same. So it's a complicated process that deserves everyone's attention, and I will be delighted to work with the gentlelady to ensure that we're doing the very best we can to make sure that the pipeline remains full of people interested in serving from an air traffic capacity, and that the funds flow for those specific purposes. And with that, I yield.
Thank you, gentlemen. Gentleman from South Carolina is recognized for remarks on the amendment.
I hear more from air traffic controllers today than any other group of people in my congressional district. We must address the academy success rates, the struggle with retentions, and the temptation for early retirements. Addressing this issue, Mr. Chairman, is not just a plus. This is a must in the world that we currently live in. And I want to thank the gentlelady for offering the amendment, and I thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your bipartisan attention to this. I do believe we can work together to get this done. It's a must. Thank you, and I yield back.
I thank the gentleman. Are there any further comments on the amendment? Seeing none, if there's no further comment, the gentlelady is recognized for 1 minute to close.
Working with everyone on this, and on behalf of the air traffic controllers who are serving us now, I know that they know we're trying to solve this problem for them. And for those who are looking to serve our great nation, public safety, and our economy, look at becoming an air traffic controller. With that, I yield back and withdraw the amendment.